everybody, the Plastic Commando here, coming to you today from deep behind enemy lines. So this is the last in the series of the factions for Rome, Fall of the Empire. And of course, we're going to be looking today at the Western Roman Empire in red, as well as the Eastern Roman Empire in purple. All right, and the Roman Empire first split sometime in the 3rd century. I believe it was Emperor Diocletian, in order to try to better govern the empire. Well, that didn't work out too well, and the empire ultimately split permanently in 395 AD, and that's essentially where we are at the onset of the game, approximately. But what the Romans are going to have to do, they're going to be working essentially as a collective unit, a team in this game. The Western Roman Empire, they have immediate threats that are going to be from the Franks in blue, as well as the Goths in green, while the Eastern Roman Empire's immediate threats will be the Sassanids in yellow, as well as the Goths. And both are going to have to increase the size of their armies as soon as possible in order to defend their borders, so as not to lose territories, income, and ultimately lose the game. But the Romans are going to have to not only, again, increase their income, but they're going to have to strike out. So fighting a defensive line is not really what you want to do as the Romans. You need to defend your borders, but you also need to strike. And so that's what essentially the premise is in this game. It's not just survive, but it's to actually get out and conquer. And so the team itself, both the Roman, the Western and the Eastern, will need to take one territory from the starting powers, the Sassanids, the Goths, as well as the Franks. And collectively, they'll win. Now, that sounds fairly easy, but we'll just have to see how easy that is as we progress and play in this game. Ultimately, the Western Roman Empire really is the strongest militarily at the initial beginning of the game. Weaker in terms of economy, while the Eastern Roman Empire has a bit of a stronger economy and is really going to have to focus on, again, defending its borders, in particular from the Sassanids. And the immediate, we went over the immediate threats, but the Huns are the wild card, as you'll see as we get into this game. And they can put pressure not only on the Eastern Roman Empire, but can effectively come straight across and then cause problems for the Romans. But yet there's really more of a buffer zone we've got in Europe. But I would say that the Huns are the wild card that makes planning for not only the Romans, but any of the factions can upset their plans. So, okay, without any further ado, let's jump into these miniatures. So here we've got a command stand for the generals, kind of like we did with the Sassanids. However, the Romans, we've got 3 units on each command stand. We've got the general in front. We've got the musician to the side. And then we have a banner holder. And these are all from Essex Miniatures. And pretty happy how these turned out. These are fantastic sculpts. They paint up really great. And of course, we weathered these in the same steps that we always do regarding our miniatures. And you can take a look at some previous videos if you're uncertain how that is, or ask a question. Be happy to answer it for you. So yeah, pretty happy how these turned out. I've tried to vary the colors for the Romans. The Western Roman Empire has silver helmets for the command, while the Eastern Roman Empire, which you'll see, has more copper, golden. So there's a bit of a difference between the generals. And then back here we have the infantry. And Essex Miniatures, they have roughly about 5 different sculpts. So there's some variation in the poses, which I think is pretty cool. And pull one of these up here real quick. Again, I like these miniature sculpts as well. They're detailed and very easy to paint up. Okay, and the decals on the shields for both the Western Roman Empire and Eastern Roman Empire. These are from a company in England. It's Vidi Vici Vidi Vidi Vici. I know I just butchered that, but essentially it's based on Julius Caesar's "I came, I saw, I conquered," and that's a tongue twister. But it's good company. They're 15 millimeter decals, so they're actually meant for Essex. So they do a great job in matching up. So pretty happy with these. Again, that's the same Cairo symbol that we've got for both sides, and so we have the decals on all of those. And then over here, real quick, we've got again the standard catapults. We've got the custom roundels from Historical Board Gaming. Really cool. I've got 5 galleys painted up. And I found some really awesome dice on Amazon. Believe it or not, I found a whole set that really matches the colors of these factions in this game perfect. We've got a mixture of the red and black for the Western Roman Empire, and then go over here we've got some bluish but more purple, and I just think they look really cool for the game. And as you'll see later, I've got again a sort of a yellow mismatch, if you will, for the Sassanids. I've got smoky black for the Huns, and I've got a mixture of green, some other colors for the Goths. So I was pretty happy how they turned out, man. They weren't really expensive. So if anybody is interested in those, just leave me a note. But yeah, pretty happy with these. And then lastly, to finish up on the Western Roman Empire, these are the cavalry, and several different poses we've got for these guys. We'll pull one of these up here. Yeah, these look really good. Really happy how these turned out. Really, they weather up nice. These are the cataphracts as well for the Romans. Basically, got the armored horse. Not a fully armored cataphract, but it's nevertheless cataphract. And yeah, I like these guys. So let's move on to the Western Roman Empire. Excuse me, Eastern Roman Empire. And these sculpts are the same. We've obviously just painted these up differently to meet the colors of the faction. Okay. And again, as you'll see, we've got the command here with more of the copper gold color. And on a lot of these command stands, I did vary up quite a few of the faces. I tried to just to put some variance in here. You'll see this one musician got a little bit of a beard going, so just tried to add a bit of a variety to the stands. And again, we've got the nice custom roundel markers here from Historical Board Gaming. Then over here we've got the infantry. Again, 20 infantry in total. And again, pleased how these all turned out. All right. And then we have in the back, got 5 catapults all ready to go. We got 5 galleys. And then lastly, we have, again, 10 cavalry. Again, these are the same sculpts as the Western Romans. And there you go. Kind of give you an idea of these guys. So, yep, really pleased with these. I'm not going to lie. I think the Romans are my favorite out of all the ones that I have put together and weathered and painted up. Simply because I've been fascinated with the Roman Empire since I was a little kid, watching old movies, and of course it's fascinating just reading about the Roman Empire. Of course, I like all of the miniatures that I've put together for this game, but just I have a sweet spot for the Romans. So, well, that's it, guys. That's going to bring us to an end of the faction videos, and appreciate you all tuning in. We'll be putting together a game, do a solo effort initially, and we're going to play several of these games. I've had the pleasure of playing this a couple times already. It's a pretty fun game. So we'll be posting a game up in the near future. But hope you guys have a great day. This is Plastic Commando, over and out.